Okay, we'll do a little warm up. We'll do a little warm up with the stretches. So let's start by standing up, everyone. Right, I've got bare feet. You can have your trainers on, that's fine. I'd like to stay barefoot because even when we're doing all the floor work, it helps me to get more grip on the earth so I can use my toes. And I think that might be quite good for us rowers so that we get used to feeling through our feet, because that's really important, the positioning of our feet. So I think it might be quite helpful to have bare feet. Right, let's interlace our fingers, turn the palms out and reach forward, palms out, fingers interlaced. So we're having a stretch here. Draw the navel in towards the spine. So push out as far as you can through the wrist here. And then inhale overhead. So again, push up, stretch the arms. We're lengthening the sides of the body, the lateral area of the body. So lengthening the abdominal sides here. Feel grounded through your feet, have a softness to your knees. So if they're locked out, unlock your knees by bending them very gently. Exhale over to the left. Stay rooted through the right foot. Keep those palms turned out. Perhaps you gaze down here, so that will avoid the twist in the neck. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. So it might help to bend your elbows, bring them in before you stretch out again, because that will add a little bit of extra length, particularly here along the sides of the abdomen. Inhale back to center. Bend your elbows so the elbows are parallel to your shoulders. Open the fingers wide. Draw the shoulder blades together so you broaden across the collarbone. Lengthen the sternum, elbows back behind the shoulders here if you can, and then lift your gaze up towards the sky. So we're working here across the upper chest, drawing the shoulder blades together. And one more breath here, and then let's release, shake out the arms. And inhale, reach up. We're going to hinge forward from the hips here. So we're now working on the hamstrings and the glutes and the calves. Reach up, have a softness to your knees. Exhale, reach as far forward as you can go with your hands, keeping length in your back. Have a soft bend in your knees, and then bring the fingertips down towards the earth. Bend as deeply as you need into your knees to reach the earth here. Reach the tailbone back. Walk your fingertips as far forward as they can go. This is a functional forward fold. This lengthens the spine. Lengthens, you can feel already in your hamstrings. You should be able to feel this in your hamstrings, in your calves. Keep the tailbone reaching back. Fingers lightly touching the earth. Crown reaching forward. Breathe into the side body here. Relax the toes if you find that you're gripping the earth. Relax the toes because we want the weight shifted to the back of the body here. We're working the back body here. 3 full breath into the side body here. And then let's walk our hands towards our body. Keep this deep fold here and allow your arms to soften. Take hold of opposite shoulders. Maintain this bend in your knees. You want to lock out the knees, protect the hamstrings. We're gradually softening and lengthening the hamstrings rather than forcing them. And then let's sway very gently from side to side with the weight of the arms. Opposite hands on opposite elbows here. Soften the neck, the head, the shoulders here. So this is a deep opening for the spine. The forward fold here, the weight of the head and the crown is drawing you down towards the earth. The tailbone is reaching up. Again, this is an opening for the back body. And then let's release the hands. Walk your feet as wide as you can. Turn the toes out, knees out. So I'll turn to face you so you can see how I am. And then bend into your knees and come down to the earth in a squat. So this is a squat here, toes turning out. If it doesn't feel comfortable here, you can keep your hands on the earth or you can sit on a low stool or a chair or directly on the earth. This is opening up the inner hip flexors here. And you can feel this all the way along the inner thighs here. Take the right arm across your body. Left hand to the outside of the right arm. Opening through that right shoulder. Spread the fingers wide. If it doesn't feel comfortable hovering here while you're doing this, you can come directly to the earth. Release the arms. Let's cross the left arm across the body and hold the left arm with our right hand. And let's release, come directly to the earth here. Dan, we're ready for our first core work. So what should we work on first? You need to speak up so we can hear you.
Well, you've got the headphones. I've got. All right. So I will do the crunches first.
Okay, so come talk me through. Come to lie on your back.
Yeah.
Feet flat on the earth, knees bent. Place your hands, interlace your fingers behind your head. Elbows.
If it's comfortable, you can have them next to you.
Oh, well, let's just do it. Interlace your fingers. We'll keep it simple, Dan. Bringing your knees towards your chest.
Just crunch.
Oh, we're doing crunchy, sorry. Feet on the floor. And then inhale, lift here. So lift the whole of your shoulder blades off the earth. So if you are wearing a bra strap, all of your shoulders should be off the earth here. And only your bottom bit of your bra strap in touch with the earth. Crunching here. What are we working here, Dan? We're working the upper abdominals. We're working here, the upper abdominals. And then exhale, uncurl. So press through the feet, draw the navel in towards the spine, lift the shoulder blade, lift the shoulders, the shoulder blades. And we do this 10 times. Go at your own pace. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a moment, take a breather here. You'll feel this tomorrow morning if you're not very used to doing these crunches. Okay, Dan, next one.
Well, we can do 2 sets of these.
Or 2 more sets of it. 2 more sets of this one then, folks.
Then you're done with it.
Right, take another full breath, interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows on the earth here to start with, shoulder blades fully connected with the earth. Then press through the feet, engage the lower back, the curve of the lower back with the earth, draw the navel into the spine, and then curl up and lift your shoulder blades off the earth. And we do this with some pace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it for a moment. Then let's come back to the earth. Take a moment here. You might want to rub your upper abdominals here. This will be a 6-pack. That's what we're working on, everyone. Take a drink at any point if you need a drink. Take a few breathers here before we do our final set of 10 for this.
This is the top 4 of your 6-pack.
This is the top 4 muscles, apparently, of our 6-pack. Right, ready? Let's interlace the fingers behind our head. Connect the shoulder blades with the earth. Press through all 4 corners of your feet. Drop the lower back so it's fully connected with the earth. Draw the navel into the spine. And then inhale and lift up to curl. Lift the shoulder blades. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the last one for a moment. Squeeze that navel to the spine and then exhale and lower. Take a full breath in. My abdominals hurt because I started this routine on New Year's Day. So I am in a bit of discomfort in my abdomen because I've been working out. Right, Dan, where are we going next? Should we do the legs extended?
You want to do, yeah, this time. You do your Flutter Kicks. Right,
we're going to do Flutter Kicks. So, do we just talk me through the Flutter Kicks?
Flutter Kicks is you lie on your elbow.
So lying down on the floor. Right. So let's come up a little bit. Come onto your forearms, onto your elbows. Press your fingertips, hands into the earth. And we're going to be fluttering our legs. So what we're engaging here is this is the full six-pack apparently. Draw the navel in. Right, are we ready, folks? Let's go for it. So lift the legs and scissor kick here. So you want to be, your heels don't want to touch the earth. Oh my God, that really hurts. You don't want the heels touching the earth here. Danny, can you count? Because I can't do this and count.
Okay, you can have a little break.
Let's have a little break. So it's, bear in mind, folks, I'm not a fitness trainer. I'm a yoga teacher. I don't normally do this much. Right, let's take a break. Yes.
Should your toes be pointed here or not? Or does
I'm pointing my toes. Yeah. You can point your toes because it doesn't make any difference. It makes no difference to my abdomen whether I'm pointing my toes. In fact, if I point my toes, I feel it more intensely in my abdominals. So point your toes.
Yeah.
Right, folks, let's have another. Ready? Okay, Danny's going to do the count for us because I can't do both. Inhale. Let's lift one leg, then the other,
2,
and scissor kick here.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and break.
Oh, in fact, what I suggest you do is come lie down on your back to release the abdomen altogether. We've got one more round of this. Right. When you're ready, my friends, let's come up onto our forearms, onto our elbows, point your toes, draw the navel in towards the spine. Inhale, lift one leg, and then lift the other leg, and let's do scissor kicks. Danny, count for us, please.
3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's keep the legs lifted. Keep both legs lifted, 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 lifted. Exhale, lower, collapse onto the earth. Take your arms wide, take your feet wide, and take a full breath here. I'm okay, darling. So take a full breath here. Let's allow the abdomen to relax here. You might want to rub it. I think let's take 3 breaths here. And now just before we move on to the other one, I want to do, and I ask us to roll over onto our stomachs, onto our abdomens, so that we come into what we call Sphinx Pose. So this will just, again, you'll feel the stretch in your abdomen. So have your arms parallel, elbows and forearms on the earth, fingers spread wide. Feet are wide here. If you have lots of space in your lower back, you can bring the big toes closer to touch. Lift the gaze here. So broaden across the collarbone, lengthen the sternum, draw the navel towards the spine, press the hips and pelvis into the earth, grow the crown so you feel tall here. Shoulder blades are coming towards each other. Ears and shoulders have a big space between them. So grow the space between the ears and the shoulders here. So now we're working on our back muscles here. Working on the back muscles, working on back bends will help us with our core strength. Take 3 more breaths here. And then, my friends, let's release it. Take the elbows as wide as the mat or on the earth. Place one hand on top of the other. Rest your eyebrow center on the back of your hands and soften here. This will help release the abdominal muscles and relax. Allow your body to feel heavy here. And now let's lift our head, bring the hands either side of the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, tuck the elbows in towards the side of the ribs, press into the big toes. So have your toes pointed here, and then press through your hands to lift yourself up in Cobra. Squeeze the navel towards the spine. This is a deep, you can really feel this in your lower back muscles here. So those muscles that support the spine. Keep growing the crown away from your body so that you're creating lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. This means that we're not dumping our weight into the body. We're using height to get into the muscles. We're engaging the muscles here. So you'll feel this in your triceps and biceps. You'll feel it in your forearms. And if you press the big toes into the earth, you'll feel this through your leg muscles. Exhale, lower. Take a moment here. Let's come back into child's pose by bending into your knees. Come all the way back and rest your head on the floor or place your head on the backs of your hands. If it doesn't feel comfortable, and this won't feel comfortable for our men rowers, because often there's a lot of tightness around the ankle. So you might want to have a rolled up blanket or a towel or a cushion so that supports your inner ankles. Otherwise, it will feel really uncomfortable for you. So have some support.
Depends what sport you've been doing before.
Yeah, depends on the sport.
I'm fine, but footballers and that type of people have more issues.
Okay. So, Dan, we ready to carry on with our next bit? So when you're ready, friends, come out of your child's pose. Let's come back onto our sit bones. What's that? Oh, okay. All right, Dan said we're going to do the reverse crunch here. So come to on your back again. Flat on your back. Press your hands into the earth.
90 degrees.
Have your legs bent at the knees at a 90-degree angle. Your feet, at the moment, my feet are relaxed, but I'm sure I'm going to point them when we start working the core.
It's the lower two.
Okay, so this is apparently the lower 2 muscles of the six pack. Right, and then we curl the,
Yeah, that's much.
we essentially are bringing, oh, okay, don't use your arms, which is what I'm doing, I'm cheating. Bring your knees in towards your chest and you lift your sacrum off the earth here. So, okay, yeah. So stop pushing through your hands and do this work. So let me see how I'm doing this. So my feet are actually relaxed. And what I'm doing is I'm squeezing my lower abdomen, drawing the navel to the spine, and then gently lifting my hips and pelvis off the earth. Oh, I can feel that.
Two more.
2 more.
That's it. That's that.
And then bring your feet back to the earth. Here, to release, what I suggest you do is take your feet wide and knock your knees in together. And then play. Because we're going to do another 2 cycles of, what's this one called? Reverse crunch.
Reverse crunch.
Reverse crunch, it's called.
And this is the lightest session.
This is the lightest session. We're going to do a 6-week program, and these apparently are going to get more demanding over the next 6 weeks. So this is the easy week, folks, apparently.
Try to do this every day or every other day.
So Dan recommends you do this every day or every other day.
Yeah, you give your body a
Okay, are we ready to go around? One more round. Okay, so feet on the earth, hands next to your body, palms face down. Bring the feet up in the air so that they're sort of parallel to the earth, the 90-degree angle. And then by squeezing the navel to the spine and crunch the lower abdomen to bring your knees in, lift the hips here. So the only thing that's connecting with the earth here is from the tailbone up. So my tailbone is lifted here as well. And I think it's the pace at which we do this. 4, 5. So these movements aren't big movements. The momentum is helping us, but you do begin to feel it in the lower abdomen. One more, and then let's lower the legs. Again, take your feet wide, knock the knees in together. Apparently, I'm pushing with my arms, so I'm cheating. If you feel that you're pushing with your arms, like bring your awareness to that and relax your fingers and hands and arms so that you have to rely on lifting the hips, the pelvis by curling in. It's essentially curling in the tailbone as you lift. That's what we're doing. We're curling the tailbone as we lift. Ready?
All right, come on.
Take a drink, folks, if you need a drink. What's next then?
10 more.
Oh, 10 more?
Yeah, 3 times, 3 sets.
Oh, I'm sure we already did this
No, you have
twice,
2 sets.
3 times. Okay. Apparently once more reverse crunches.
The first one you were talking too much.
First one, apparently I was talking too much. So sorry, folks. It's my fault. Ready?
All right.
Lift the feet, legs, and then squeeze in the knees in towards you. Remember to soften the hands, the lower arms, so that you're not using the arms to lift you here. You're using your core strength to curl the knees in.
That's it. You know.
And we're there, folks.
And of course, if you got stronger muscles, you can do sets of 15 or sets of 20.
Yeah, so we're doing sets of 10 because that's all I can manage. But you can do sets of 15. You can do 12, 15,
20.
or 20.
Which I do.
Which is what apparently Danny does. Not that I've seen him do any so far. What's next?
What do you want to do? You want to do obliques or your side fold?
Whatever.
Okay, do your half wipers then.
Half wipers. Half wipers. Do I lie down to that? I can't remember.
Yeah, lie down.
Completely.
Yeah.
So completely lying down.
Arms as a T shape.
Arms in a T shape out
So
to
move
the
on
side.
a little bit.
Make sure you've got lots of space here.
But yeah, and then left and right.
Okay, so lift the feet. Again, bring them to that 90-degree angle with the knees
Left
bent.
is 1, left is 2.
And then we lower the knees over to the left, not all the way down to the earth, not too far, back to center and over to the right. And then back to center. And then once in both direction counts as 1.
2.
1. So we're working the obliques here apparently. We have to keep the legs at the 90-degree angle. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. All right, so knees are aligned above the hips. I was bringing the knees in too much.
And balance with your arms, it's fine.
Keep going from side to side. Inhale to center, exhale to the side. Make sure the knees stay above the hips and you're not bringing them into the heart. One more. And then last one to the left, into center, to right. And then spread out your legs and arms. And lie like a starfish here.
Okay, so 2
I'm
more
sure I
sets.
caused my way down the mat there.
Then you slip down a little bit.
If you've slid down the floor, I think that's because of the slight movement.
No, sideways. No, not the front.
Right. How's it going, folks? Right, nobody's talking.
So thumbs up.
Okay, right.
Okay, again, huh?
Second round,
Put your
arms
together.
out in a T shape. Lift the feet off the earth. Have that 90-degree angle. So you've got hips and knees aligned, knees and ankles aligned. I know it will go slightly out of shape as we move from side to side. Inhale and then exhale to one side, into center, out to the opposite side.
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. And then if you've slid down the floor again, slide back up. So I think there's one more round of these. What are these called again, Dan?
These are half wipers.
These are called half wipers.
That's predecessor for the full wiper.
This will be followed by the full wipers at some point in our physical progression. Hopefully sometime before the silly aisles.
Okay, go.
Final round of half wipers. Bend into your knees, arms out to the side, palms face up. So when we have the arms out to the side, we've got the shoulders, elbows, and wrists aligned. Lift the feet off the earth so your hips, knees are aligned, and your knees and ankles are aligned. Inhale at center, and then exhale to one side, into center, out to the opposite side. Danny's saying beautiful to all of us. I'm not sure he can see everyone because I can see a lot of ceilings. Everybody seems to have angled their phones away from their mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both sides, remember. Now back to center. Woohoo! Starfish. Here, relax, take full breaths. Take a drink if you need a drink.
Okay, now we're going to do the sitting twist.
So, sitting twist coming our way.
Yeah.
So let's rise up. Before we come into the sitting twist, I'm going to throw in a yoga pose here because I think that will help us with the sitting twist. So come up onto your sit bones. Have your legs extended in front of you. Hug in the right knee and then cross the right foot over the left leg. Reach out the left arm and hug that right knee in. Take this right arm up and then reach it behind you and then look over your right shoulder. So this sitting twist will help us prepare. We've been working on the abdominals. So this should help us feel a bit more, this is a bit more of a squeeze and a release. Almost like an internal massage for those muscles that we've been working. As you breathe in, lengthen, imagine that you're growing taller. As you breathe out, imagine that you're turning your shoulder more towards the back here. So you're looking over the right shoulder. Hugging in that right knee. That left leg, flex the foot, point the toes up towards the sky. So that will keep that left leg engaged. we're engaging those large muscles in the legs as well. So we're not dumping our weight into the earth. We're sort of holding ourselves almost as if you're hovering above the earth here. One more breath, and then inhale, turn to center, counter twist over to the left by bringing your hands to the earth and look over to the left, down at the earth. Then back to center, uncross your legs. Let's hug in the left leg, hug it in towards you, and then lift it over the right. Keep that right leg extended, foot flexed. Reach out the right arm, hug in the left knee. Almost as if you were like, what's that sketch? You lift your boobs up and over the, if your belly is in the way, I'm thinking about Danny's belly here, just lift the belly and squeeze it over to the left here. So move that fat, the boobs, the belly over to the left. Reach up with the left arm, reach behind you, look over the left shoulder. Keep that right foot flexed. So push out through the heel of the right foot, toes pointing up. Engage that right leg. Lift out of your seat. So lift from the sit bones. Your crown is reaching up. You're twisting deeper as you breathe out each time. So through your breath in this twist, we're giving ourselves a little massage. Then exhale, turn over to the right, hands on the earth, gaze down. And then let's release the legs down. So let's talk us through, Dan, where we are next. Dan?
Okay, sitting twist.
Okay, remind me how that goes.
So, your arms side.
Oh, this one's really hard. Okay, this is why I've forgotten about this one. Okay. Danny, come and do a demo.
No.
Please come and do a demo. He's so camera shy. So feet on the earth, right? So I've got my arms out. So we lift. Am I doing this right?
Perfect.
So lift the feet. The knees go to the right, the arms to the left. Then back to center and the other way. Do we bring our feet to the earth?
You don't have to.
So this is really actually hard to explain.
Yeah.
Can you show it? Because I'm not confident I'm doing it right.
You can go like this.
Come and show, Donna. Sit here.
No. One second.
So we want the arms to go in one direction, the knees to go in the other direction.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. But I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with my arms.
That's fine.
Are we moving the knees?
Yeah, you move the knees slightly.
Okay, folks, just watch me because I have no idea what I'm doing, but apparently I am doing this right.
Two.
It's really hard. So, okay. All right, so let me think about what's making this work for me. So I'm really having to engage all of my core here to hold myself up. My feet are flexed, that's helping me stay up. My spine is long, I'm reaching out and then hugging things, curling it in and then out. Is that right?
Try to be easier.
It's so hard.
Try to be easy. Just go back.
Sorry, folks.
Just go like that. Like that. Just keep your feet still.
Okay,
But let's keep it easy.
Danny's going to keep it easy for us. So we'll keep our feet,
Just go now. Just go like that.
we'll keep our feet on the ground. And so we're going like that.
Yeah, and then left and right.
How far back are we going?
Not too far. Just like that.
Okay, all right, so this is much easier.
So we'll go wherever you like.
Maybe lifting the feet off the mat will come later.
Yeah, we'll go wherever you like.
So feet on the mat, toes pointed,
Okay.
slight angle to
Well,
the
then-
spine. Is someone talking or is that me
Knee.
echoing? Okay, so come back and then reach to the left. This will be good with weights.
So this is one set.
Okay, we've done one set. I've got carried away with the
You got carried
excitement.
away.
Got carried away with the
Two
excitement
more.
of being able to do it.
Two more sets.
So let's have a little rest. While we're having a rest, bring the feet in and hug the knees and tuck your chin here. That action of bringing the thighs in towards the abdomen is very comforting. So again, walk the feet away. So you've created a little mountain with the feet, with the knees.
This might be nice for you.
Oh, try with, actually, Danny's suggesting we try with
Toes up. Might be
toes
nice.
up and heels on the ground. Actually, that's a good rowing position for us, isn't it? Actually, that is a good rowing position. To the left, to the right.
There you go.
Oh yeah, this is working for us. So actually, this is like the lean back, isn't it? Yeah, this is great practice for the lean back. Oof. If you fought, forgive yourselves, because this is very hard work. But back to the center.
Okay, one more set. Give yourself a break here.
I think I'm gonna have a drink now. That was hard work. So we've got one more set of this. I wonder if when we're doing this one, what would happen if we press our feet against the wall and do it? No, you don't think it will work with the feet against the wall? Okay.
No, this is.
Oh, because then what we're doing is.
I just literally tried that, and it's really good because it gives you a
Against the
little,
wall.
yeah, putting my toes against something firm.
Yeah, so that makes it, that's more supportive. So it makes the weight lighter. So yeah, so that's a good step up practice. But I suppose Danny's got no mercy for us. So yeah, so if you want to try Rachel's tip and have your feet against the wall, that might give you that little bit of resistance against which to push. So let's get back into it, folks.
Okay, there's 1, 2, and 3.
I've got a thumbs up. If you do a thumbs up, it actually makes it a bit more fun.
And 5.
I feel like I'm not going back far enough.
Now you go 5, 20.
How many? 6, 7,
And
8. And remember, we're only counting when we go to one direction, because
9.
otherwise we'll end up only doing 5 in each direction, but we want to do 10 on
10.
each
There
direction.
you go.
10, and we're done. What else, Dan? We've got 5 minutes left.
1 more.
Okay.
Okay, this is full core.
Full core.
And you might get one.
Okay, what is it?
Elbow to knee.
Elbow to knee. This is beautiful. This is my favorite. So let's lie down, folks. Interlace your fingers behind your head if you wish. Lengthen here first. So let's really take up as much space as we can. So flex your feet and push out through your heels, as if you're walking your heels away from you. And this will really extend the distance from the hips. It really draws the legs out of the hips here. Then slightly tuck the chin here, so you lengthen the back of the spine here. So you're really long on the earth here. Okay, go on. Bend into the left knee, bring the elbow to the knee. So we keep that left one, the opposite leg line extended on the earth, and then we bend into the knee and bring it to the opposite elbow. And so let's not hang around. This is a quick circuit of these. 5, where are we?
Yeah.
6.
7.
Lift that shoulder blade when you're moving the elbow towards the opposite knee. 10. Take a moment. So, chance to rest and recover the breath in between. Sorry? Yeah, you need to recover. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Let's go for it, folks. Interlace your fingers, create some length in your body by flexing the feet first, and then elbow to knee. Bring the shoulder blade off the earth as you move in towards the opposite knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A suggestion here as you're recovering here, is to take your arms out, bend into your elbows, and place them on the earth either side of you. So create sort of what we call, it looks like cactus arms. So we broaden across the chest, the shoulder blades sort of open up, and this is a really good chest opener. Gives lots of space for our lungs to breathe. And it might be that your hands don't reach on the earth here very comfortably. You can always place a cushion or something underneath the backs of your hands here in cactus arms. We'll take 3 recovery breaths here. And then let's go again, folks. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lengthen through the legs here. So really draw the legs out of the hips first. Tuck the chin slightly. And opposite knee to opposite elbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both sides, remember. And then again, open out your arms, cactus shape, bending at the elbows.
Quick spot before we go.
And when you're ready, rise up. We're going to do a couple of squats. So 45 minutes, so actually, so that's the first time. So that's 45 minutes to do that whole sequence of core work. Apparently, I've been talking too much. And so if I was talking less, we have more time. I'm sure you welcome my talking. So if you have some weights, use some weights. If not, we'll just do the squats. We'll do the squats without the weights. So come to standing. Dan, talk me through again.
Just do a step forward.
Step forward.
90 degree.
90 degree bend.
And the squat down.
And then what? Oh,
Yeah.
bend. Okay, squat. All right, folks. So squats. Apparently, front leg 90 degree angle. Come onto the ball of the left, the leg behind, and bend into the knee. Lower the knee. Keeps your straight back. So gaze to the horizon. And then what then? And then how many times?
10.
10 on one leg. So we're working. I'm working the right leg. Lower that left knee. Keep your spine tall, as if you're balancing a book on the top of your head. Gaze parallel to the horizon. 9, 10. Oh, and then let's swap legs. So left leg forward now, right leg behind. So left leg, knee at a 90 degree angle, come onto the ball of the right foot, bend into that right knee and lower to the earth. Remember to check the alignment, keeping that spine tall. So grow out of the hips, keep the crown lifted, chin is parallel to the earth, eyes gazing on the horizon. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rise up. Oh, everybody, we did it. Okay, folks, that's the end of our first circuit session. You can unmute yourselves. Feedback, comments, what do we want to do differently? What do we want to add?
Kelly, that was great. I think I think that you did have to talk quite a lot because it's the first time we've done this. So we were all kind of having to get in the kind of role, in the flow with you. But I thought it was great. And I really like the double act that you're creating there.
So if anybody has any ideas or requests, send them through on the WhatsApp group and we'll incorporate it next week. But what we're planning on doing is this working on the core strength really, because that's the thing that we all need for
and
the leg muscles. So yeah, well, Dan's really thinking about this because he's thinking about which exercises we are doing in relation to how we might be using those body muscles in the boat. So I think there's an intelligence behind there somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought one addition that you could put into the one, which was like the medicine ball one, wasn't it, Danny?
Yeah.
Side to side, was that you could just pause a little bit in the middle of that, a little bit more, like we were trying to work
like
on.
you're rowing. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thanks. Penelope, I saw you were going to say something.
Yeah, so I was going to say that these are variations or similar to other exercises I've done for rowing. So I think they're good ones to do. They are good core, and as you say, they mimic aspects of the rowing exercise. Generally speaking, I think doing them slowly is harder. We should be aiming to not rushing them, but taking time over them. I can't normally come on a Thursday. This Thursday, I've got a day off in lieu for extra work I did last week. So I would appreciate a written version of your program if that's possible, and I'll try and do some of it.
Okay, I think Danny's, yeah.
Are you recording this one?
We're recording it, Penelope.
Yeah, no, I mean the progression. So I would, now you've shown me the basic exercises that you'll all be doing. I can reference the recording if I can't remember which exercise is which. But if he's got a progression in terms of doing more reps or variations on the exercises, then let me know and I'll try and follow it.
Okay. So remember, everybody, we are not expert trainers, so we do need input from everyone. And also what we might try and do is maybe we'll try and do this twice weekly. I know we're doing other stuff as well, but I think it's quite good and I'd like to do it twice weekly. So we'll have them on twice weekly. If people want to do it, they can do it. If not, they don't have to. But I think it might be quite good to just practice until we get into a routine. All right, loves. Dog is hungry.